gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion. Such behavior will result in being ejected from this event. All participants must respect the game and respect their opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you are able, please prepare for the beginning of the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you are able, please rise, remove your caps for the play of our national anthem.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so carelessly streaming, and the rockets ran
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Hudson Catholic High School here in Jersey City for tonight's NJSIAA North Jersey non-public A semifinal matchup featuring the visiting Don Bosco Prep Ironmen and your Hudson Catholic Hawks. First up, the starting lineup for the Ironmen. At guard, he's a junior, number 3, Brian Brown. At forward, he's a senior, number 4, Brady Lockwood. At center, he's a senior, number 11, Chris Otito. At forward, he's a junior, number 15, Brian Camacho. And at guard, he's a senior, number 20, Jordan G. Bosco is coached by Mr. Kevin DeVario. They are the 3 seed. They had a wonderful 19-8 season. They defeated Del Barton in the quarters, 70-51. And now the starting lineup. They are Hudson Catholic Hawks. At center, he's a freshman, number 11. At guard, he's a sophomore, number 1, Rashard Robinson Jr. At guard, he's a junior, number 2, Elijah Williams. At guard, he's a senior, number 5, Omari Moore. And at third, he's a senior, number 21, Keith McKnight. The Hawks are coached by Mr. Nick Marinello. They are the 2 seed. They had an outstanding 20-5 regular season. The referees for tonight's match are Mr. Todd Mopai, Mr. Kevin Palick, and Mr. Eric Ellison.
Welcome to Jersey City, and if you're looking for a true playoff atmosphere, look no further than Hudson Catholic High School. We are here at Nick Marinello Court, where Hudson Catholic is looking to defend their home and secure a berth to the North Non-Public Championship. It's Hudson Catholic and Don Bosco here on the HCST Athletic Show, and we are off. Yi Lu is the one to secure the tip for Hudson Catholic. Rashad Robinson, Omari Moore, Elijah Williams, and Keith McKnight finish out the starting 5 for the Hawks. It's a 3 right away up from Moore. Can't find much with it. So the first possession for Hudson Catholic comes up empty-handed. Here come the Ironmen. We're standing today, or at least the Hudson Catholic student section is. But first blood goes to the Ironmen. McKnight with it off to Robinson. He had 11 points the last time these 2 teams matched up. Robinson did. And here's McKnight. McKnight inside the perimeter, gives it out. Moore with it. Moore makes his way inside. Floater and one. What a way to start the scoring off for Hudson Catholic. Omari Moore, after Hudson Catholic wasn't able to get much, made his way in, put up the floater in between 2 white jerseys, and got it with the foul. Here's his shot, up and away, and it's good. And so the lead taken right back by Hudson Catholic, the 2 seed in this North Non-Public A semifinal matchup. Don Bosco, the 3 seed, so Hudson Catholic, the home team for the last time of this season. Omari Moore takes it away, and the whistle blows. It's going to be a foul on the floor, so Hudson Catholic will keep it, but no chance to capitalize on heading quick the other way. That's Jordan G on that foul, the 6'4" senior. And here's Omari Moore right into Robinson. Elijah Williams back to Moore. Moore tries it from 3. Can't get it. Looked like it might have been tipped. Couldn't quite tell. But either way, the Ironmen able to get this one back. Mid-range shot off to the right for Brad Brown. Hudson Catholic able to secure the rebound. It's Keith McKnight. He goes all the way. He'll get fouled. Got toppled a little bit on that layup. Still seemed a little disappointed with himself that he couldn't finish off the bucket to go along with it. Brian Camacho being charged with that. That's the team's second foul on the game so far. Just over a minute and 40 seconds in as Keith McKnight can't find his first. 3-2 is your score. Omari Moore, the only scorer so far for Hudson Catholic on the N1 mid-range. McKnight again right through. And here's Brown. He gives it off. Double team. Can't get much out of it. Pass into the corner. We don't have a great view over there because of this Hudson Catholic student section. Brown goes in, gives it out. Up goes the 3. Jordan G can't get it. Elijah Williams fighting for it. He'll secure it after a little bit of ruckus down there. And it's Elijah Williams all the way. Ends up giving it out to Amari Moore. Moore has that one stripped. Can he get onto it? Yes, he can. Falls to the floor, and it's going to be a travel for him. So ball headed back the way of Don Bosco. Brady Lachlan will be the inbounder. Hudson Catholic putting quite a few defenders in the back court now. Can't force the turnover there. Up goes it, and a foul called on the shot. So Brady Lachlan is headed to the line shooting three. So Mari Moore on that one, and he's a little slow to get up. He's limping. Got up on his own. Seems to be well enough to stay in the game. And here goes Lachlan. He's got three coming his way. Chance to put Don Bosco back into the lead. And he gets his first. He was the biggest problem for Hudson Catholic the last time these two teams played each other. Whopping 24 points for him as he makes his second. And three double-digit scores for Don Bosco in that game, but Lachlan definitely led the charge. He was the only one with 20+. And he goes 3 for 3 right there. Hudson Catholic now trailing 5-4 is your score. Don Bosco Ironmen in the lead. Still about 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. And McKnight tried one from a couple feet behind the line there where it was on line, but just a tad short. Trying to make some space in. The spin around bucket is good. Jordan G. And Hudson Catholic now down 3. Here's McKnight. Rashad Robinson scanning his options right back to McKnight. Slipped a little bit. And as that one ripped away, it's Brown headed quick the other way. No one able to hawk him down. And Coach Marinello is going to whistle for a timeout. So through the first 3.5 minutes or so of play, Hawks able to put up 4. Don Bosco has 9. And we will take a short break and be right back.
Hudson Catholic defeated St. Benedict's in the quarterfinal round by a score of 68-60. The winner of tonight's matchup will face the winner of the other side of the bracket, the number 1 seeded Bergen Catholic Crusaders, the number 4 seeded St. Paul.
And we're back here in Jersey City. Don Bosco taking a little bit more time than Hudson needed in this timeout. Surprising they weren't the ones that called it, but they'll use it to their advantage. 9-4 is your score. 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in this first quarter. In this win or go home NJSIAA state playoff matchup, both of these teams hunting a berth to the non-public North Group A championship. That'll be this upcoming Monday at Franklin High School. For the winner of this one, Elijah Williams getting Hudson Catholic one step closer there. He brings the deficit back to 3. And not much for the Ironmen on this one. Jordan G has it. Jordan G, oh, what a bucket from him. Guarded perfectly by Rashad Robinson and still able to create enough space to get that shot up. Don Bosco offense like a well-oiled machine so far tonight. And Hudson Catholic trying to respond all the way to the rim. It's a good bucket for Elijah Colon. And scoring hasn't been the problem all that much so far. It's been keeping the Ironmen away from the bucket. And falling down there is going to be off the ball foul called on Keith McKnight. They pushed Brady Lachlan.
Hudson Catholic foul number 21, Keith McKnight, his first.
So that'll be Keith McKnight's first on the night, only second so far for the entire team. And here we go. Hasn't found much on the inbound. Does get it in. Lachlan gives it off. Passes it out. Brown wide open for three. It's a deep one. It's off to his left. And here's McKnight. Cologne in the corner. He got it. 5 in the first quarter for Elijah Cologne. The sophomore having himself a day so far. That one almost in the backcourt. Brown, a lot of pressure on him. Brown all the way. No one stopped him. And by the time he got to the rim, that was the easy part. (13-11) your score. Hawks down 2:20 left in the first quarter. Here goes McKnight all the way in. He'll draw the foul. Can't quite spin it in off the rim, but he earns the shots.
Don Bosco foul number 4, Brady Lachlan, his first. Team's fourth.
So Keith McKnight heads to the line. Again, these two teams played about a month and a half ago right here at Hudson Catholic, and Keith McKnight was a massive part of that performance. Although Hudson Catholic didn't win, it was a 10-point deficit. Keith McKnight had 29, so he knows what it takes to be successful against the Ironmen. And not too shabby of a night so far. That one, though, spins out. So Hudson Catholic will stay down 1. Here's Lachlan. Gives it off. Jalen Lewis. This one in the corner. Heavy defense. That one swatted out of bounds. And I can't see the ref signals from here, but it looks like this one will stay with the away team. Yes, it will. That one inbounded to Lewis. They'll give it off to Lachlan again, who hasn't had showings of the monster night he had against Hudson Catholic the first time so far. Here's Lewis again. Noriega James in this game. He'll be the one to guard him, and his floater is just off the back. James trying to make an instant impact. That pass is intercepted right away by Jordan G. And going quick the other way, Lachlan. Good job by Hudson Catholic not to foul, but not able to at all stop the bucket. Still a one-possession game. Don Bosco leads at 15-12. And we have just over a minute in this first quarter. That pass trying to find Cologne. They'll say it was last off the black jerseys. And Sod Mitchell in this game. Now that pass was from him. And that pass can't find anybody. Cologne trying to hunt it down, and they'll blow the whistle for a foul. So it'll stay Hudson Catholic ball. And that's Jordan G's second for the night here in the first quarter. And Nick Marinella has a great point. They should be at the line right now. That was the 5th foul. And he has every right to be mad. I looked at it too. I just figured the scoreboard was wrong, but they're going to take a moment to talk with the refs because it should be Hudson Catholic at the line. 5 fouls does put you in the bonus, which gives you foul shots whenever there is a foul, regardless of whether it was on the floor or not. but it looks like they're not going to change the call on that last one from G. Everybody missed it, and it took Marinello a second to point it out as well. And by that time, too late to do anything about it. Here's Lachlan. Lachlan, some flashy moves, doesn't get him too far. Brown with it, 23 seconds. Looks like if they can at all make it happen, they'll hold on for the last shot of the quarter. Big pressure from Cologne here. They're going to say it's a 5-second violation, and so will the refs. So 13.1 seconds now to put together a possession that could potentially tie this one up. Again, Hudson Catholic down just 3 points.
Number 5, Amari Moore, and number 2, Elijah Williams.
Elijah Williams checks back into this one. Moore comes off the bench as well. He was taking a quick break. Robinson, clock at 5. Robinson going to take it in, spins around, puts up the shot, can't go, and the ball just dances around, and that will run out the clock on the first quarter. So 15-12, your score after the first 8 minutes. Don Bosco in the lead. Hudson Catholic not too far behind. And after this short break is over, we will be right back.
And welcome a daylight savings weekend. Good afternoon to the Hudson Catholic cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Hudson Catholic cheerleaders. The Hudson Catholic cheerleaders are coached by Miss Jacinda Velasquez.
Buzzer sounds, and we are back. We've got 8 minutes of play till both of these teams take their halftime break. Hudson Catholic is down 3, 15-12 your score through the first quarter. And a little bit of a dispute about whose ball it is. Refs take a second to talk it over. It'll stay with Don Bosco's ball. Arrow transfers over to Hudson Catholic. And we are off. Good start for Hudson in the second. They take it away, and it doesn't take too long. Elijah Cologne. Saad Mitchell. Saad Mitchell all the way to the rim. He's stuffed. Gets it right back into his hands. And here's Noriega James. Noriega slides it off. Keith McKnight. McKnight gets all the way in, and it's going to be a charge called on him. Lachlan stood tall. He took it. So that is Keith McKnight's second on the game. And only the first of the second quarter. Of course, 29 seconds in. No teams, well, it depends on how you want to look at it. No teams got foul shots from the bonus in the first quarter. A little mistake by the refs there to not give them to Hudson Catholic after the 5th floor foul. Lachlan to inbound. They'll immediately double team Brown, so he'll slide it out. And double teaming whoever has it in the backcourt. Hudson able to recover the defense after. Rather slow pace of play offensively for both of these teams so far. Patient with the passes, not taking every shot they get. 27 points combined through the first quarter for each of that. And that one turned around from Lewis, can't get it. They get the rebound. And here's Brown. Mismatch, he slithers all the way in. And it's an easy bucket. Marinello is livid with Omari Moore, who is supposed to stay on him. A mix up in coverage there, and Hudson Catholic now down 5. Saad Mitchell trying to find Noriega James, and his passing not been too effective so far today. Brian Camacho checks back in for the Ironmen. A minute and a half into the second quarter. Again, 17-12, Don Bosco in the lead. That one off, corner 3, it's good. And the lead is long as it's been all day. Jalen Lewis on that shot. And here's Noriega James. Saad Mitchell again. Keith McKnight taking a break. Mitchell passes that one off the leg of Brian Camacho.
Back into the game for Hudson Catholic, number 2, Elijah Williams.
Elijah Williams checks back in. Out goes Saad Mitchell. Keith McKnight, your 29-point scorer, still on the bench. They give it to Noriega James. Elijah Colon from 3. Hits off both sides of the rim. Out. E-Dub able to pick it up. And Hudson Catholic gets a second chance. Again, Colon, Omari Moore. One of the best shooters in the state, but he hasn't been able to get too open so far. He gets double teamed there. And Rashad over to James. Still James. James making his way to the rim. He'll get fouled. Not able to put up a competitive shot afterwards. That one hit off the side of the backboard. So Jalen Lewis gets charged on that one. His first foul of the game, as well as the team's first of the second quarter. And here goes Noriega James. He had 4 points the last time these two teams matched up. And looking at the scoreboard for that game doesn't really tell a complete story. Again, we said it was a 10-point game, but Hudson Catholic was more in it than not the entire time. It was close at halftime, and there was never any blowout quarters. It was just, the Ironmen take 2 in one quarter, 3 in another, and it was just those chip shots that led up to it. Brown gets the touchdown pass right off the inbound, and it's an easy one for him afterwards. Lead right back to 8. Here's Robinson. Almost got himself into some trouble. Dishes it out. Noriega James from 3. And it's off the iron. This one in the corner. Lewis. Lewis dribbling top of the key. Slides it out. Camacho right back to Lewis. Brown has it. And not able to get anywhere close so far. Camacho, he gets in. Camacho has to just dribble it right back out. Hudson Catholic's defense holding strong. Their student section gets a little louder. And Lachlan gives it right back out to Lewis. No progress so far for the Ironmen offense. Camacho finally puts one up. It's way too strong. And it's Omari Moore on the rebound, trying to create some space for himself to make a shot. Instead, he gets in and wanted a foul, won't get one. Brown off into the corner. That one taken away by James. James headed quick. E-Dub got some space for the three-pointer. Rim is not kind. Cologne's there. He'll get fouled on his shot. And, man, a couple three-pointers that are seemingly millimeters away from finding their way in. And that one there, definitely one of them. Took a couple bounces off the rim. Could have gone any which way. And here's Elijah Colon, already 5 points on this game. Make it 6.
At the line for the Hawks, number 10, Elijah Cologne.
And he had nothing
Bosco, number 20,
the first time these two teams matched up.
entering the game for the Hawks, number 22, Tyrone Fair.
Tyrone Fair checks into this one. And Keith McKnight still on the bench. He's been out for quite a while. And here is number 2, Keith McKnight, approaching the scorer's table. So he's back in. He'll take out Noriega James in the process. And the ref's talking about something. It looks like they don't realize that they've given him 2 foul shots. And they've come to that conclusion after a little bit of talking. And here goes Lachlan. Again, a lot of pressure from Hudson Catholic on these inbounds. And it's to Brown. Didn't have anyone on him specifically. Here's Brown again. He's double teamed. Camacho, this one off to the corner. Trying to work his way in. Jordan G, he gets it on the spin around. And again, the lead is 8. 24-16 is your score. Ironmen are up. Here's Williams. Got to do something. He decides to make his way in. Gives it out. Wide open 3, Elijah Colon, and that one slides off the rim. Here's Jalen Lewis, the freshman. Three from Lachlan there. It's just too strong. Was perfectly on line. And Keith McKnight, who recently checked back in, is the one to grab the rebound. He'll get fouled on his trip. They're going to call it a block. Committed by Brown.
Don Bosco foul number 3, Brad Brown, his second, team's third.
So that'll send Keith McKnight his second trip to the line so far today. Went 1 for 2 in his first appearance. Has the first one to start off his next series. Omari Moore gets right back in this game.
Number 5, Omari Moore.
So we haven't seen too much of Keith McKnight and Omari Moore both being in the game. He misses a second again. That one was way short. And so the lead will stay at 7. Here's Brown. Brown trying to make some space for himself. Gets to about the foul line and has to pass it back out. This one in the corner. Camacho. Carson Reynolds with the ball. And here's Lewis. Again, the freshman, one of the biggest games that he has played in his not lengthy high school career. And Lachlan makes a trip there. He gets fouled. He'll head back to the line where he's been perfect so far tonight.
Omari Moore, his second, team's second.
And can't continue the perfect streak there. That one off both sides of the rim. And couldn't get it to roll in. And here's his second. We've got 1 minute and 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Lachlan drains his second. And Hudson Catholic with about that much time to inch themselves closer before halftime. Here's Rashad Robinson after his break. Immediately puts up a 3, can't get it. Cologne's there on the rebound. He'll put that one up. Can't get the layup. And trying to make up for it on defense. He'll get charged with the reach in. So both teams now at 3 fouls for the quarter.
On number 10, Elijah Cologne, his first team's third. Back into the game for Hudson Catholic. Number 3, Saad Mitchell.
And Omari checks back out in exchange for Saad Mitchell. And here go the Ironmen. Last few possessions of the first half. Reynolds makes his way in, slides it out. Camacho. Lewis guarded by Williams. Up top, clock ticking towards a minute. Here's Rashad Robinson trying to make the defensive play there. He does. The shot won't fall. And 54 seconds left. Hudson Catholic in an 8-point deficit here in the second quarter. Robinson. Williams, Mitchell, right back to Williams. And they got the ball with about 55 seconds left in the quarter, but it looks like they might. And the Ironmen are letting them run this clock out. Here's Robinson into Keith McKnight. Keith McKnight slips, able to get the pass off in time. Williams, 2, can't get it. And McKnight can't pick up the rebound. They're headed quick the other way. And it's going to be a travel called on Don Bosco as it's setting up for the 3 there. Was a white jersey in the corner. So Amari Moore checks back in for the last play of the second. And again, the deficit's still 8. And just to give you an update of where we're at around the county, St. Peter's Prep leading at 19-7. Clock ticking down here. Passes it out. Can they get it off in time? Won't matter. There's a foul. Offensive foul, that is. And we'll keep you updated on that game throughout the rest of the night. We'll also, if we get any score reports from the Hudson Catholic girls who are facing off against Gill St. Bernard's today. And Don Bosco doesn't even try to put up a shot. And that will bring us to halftime. 25-17 is your score. The home squad, the Hudson County squad, Hudson Catholic, is down 8 with 16 minutes left to play in this non-public North Group A semifinal matchup. So we'll take a quick break for halftime. And when we come back, we've got the rest of this one.
My hotspot's having trouble connected to it. Oh, you're connected. Oh, okay. If it's working.
Fans, tonight's game is being covered by various media outlets, including NJ.com. Also, working for Hudson County School of Technology Athletics, his third game this week. I want to give a shout out to Caden Drumler and his team with High Tech Athletics. He was in Hoboken last night. Welcome back to Caden and the team at HCST Athletics. You can check out their YouTube, the only team that covers local Hudson County sports. What's up, Chris? It will be Hudson Catholic basketball here to start the third quarter.
We're back. We've got another quarter of basketball here for you in Jersey City. It's Hudson Catholic to start it. They are down 8 And if they can't make that up over the next 2 quarters of basketball, it will spell the end of their season. Yi Lu in the corner with it. Yi Lu all the way in. He's got it for 2 points. So a good start for Hudson Catholic after not too great offensively in the first. It was Elijah Colon who led the offensive production. He had 7 points. So the sophomore showing out so far tonight. Brown into the corner, wide open, and he's going to hit it every single time, just about. Lachlan on that one. Here's McKnight, off to Moore. Moore tries a 3 of his own, and it slides out. A ton of 3s like that tonight for Hudson Catholic. They've all been great shots, solid takes, and they've been really close, but just not able to get their way in. And added another one for Lachlan. Starting to come to his form here in the third quarter, and the Hawks are down 11. Here's McKnight. McKnight all the way in. Can't get it. And back go the Ironmen the other way. Another 3 for Don Bosco. That one can't go in. And that one is tipped out by a white jersey. Tobias Delozio, the senior, who's in the game for his first time tonight. Omari Moore had some trouble there. Gives it off to Keith McKnight. Right back to Omari Moore. Thought about the shot. Won't do it. Instead, he pushes all the way in. And it's an easy bucket for him. They'll pass it down court. Lachlan again. And he dishes it out. Lachlan trying to improve on the awesome third quarter he's had so far. It's Brown with the ball. Runs into a little bit of traffic with his own teammate outside the perimeter. And that one almost taken away. Brown recovers. Passes it out. Lachlan from range has that one tipped. It's bodies all over the floor. And it's Hudson Catholic basketball. Great job from Rashad Robinson there all the way around. And the Hawks trying to get back in this one. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Still only down 9. Here goes McKnight. McKnight gets the foul. Can't get the bucket. But he's headed right to the line. He's been unable to go 2 for 2 at the line so far today. 2 trips to the line. And he went 1 for 2 in each of those. Here's Keith McKnight on his first. Off the back.
At the line for the Hawks, number 21, Keith McKnight. Back into the game for the Ironmen, number 2, Jalen Lewis.
Jalen Lewis checks back in. Camacho takes a seat on the bench for the time being. And here goes McKnight on his second. Keeps the 1 for 2 streak going. First time he's made it on the last shot instead of the first. And here goes Lewis. Omari Moore trying to keep him in the backcourt. Omari Moore guarding him tight. Keith McKnight on Jordan G. And G taking his sweet time. That pass almost taken away to Brown. Moore still up on Lewis. Lewis is going to turn that one over. Yi Lu picks it up. Yi Lu all the way to the rim. It's easy from there. And after allowing shot after shot in the opening 2 minutes or so, Hudson Catholic's defense has been stellar since then. And they're actually winning the second half so far, and I'll eat my words there as Lachlan hits another 3. Not much you can do about that one. Really long from him. The Don Bosco lead is back to 9, and we will take a quick break.
Time out, Don Bosco.
We're back, and we can talk a little bit about how these two teams got here. So there's no first round in the state for either of these two teams. Non-public bracket works a little bit differently than the groups. We were here for Hudson Catholic's quarterfinal win when they took down St. Benedict's, a tight game there, 8-point win for Hudson Catholic after some fouling at the end. It was Del Barton that Don Bosco had to get through. Lou can't finish it, and neither can Keith McKnight. It's one that Marinello's not going to be too happy about there. Wide open corner 3, spins off. And Rashad Robinson, way too open. Lead right back to 7. As I was saying, Del Barton was who the Ironmen had to face to get here. It was a 19-point victory from them. 70-51 was your final score there. 3:30 left in the third. Still a 7-point deficit for the Hudson Catholic Hawks, who are yet to lead since the opening moments of this game when it was 3-2. That pass almost taken away. That pass is taken away. E-Dub making his way to the rim. He gets fouled. And as we said, winner of this game will play the winner of Bergen Catholic and Seton Hall Prep. That should be tipping off in just a few minutes. A 7 o'clock start time on that one. And here is Elijah Williams at the line. A chance to bring this game back to 5 points if he makes both. And he hits the first. And just to go around the county one more time, St. Peter's Prep is playing tonight against CBA. And they are handling them quite well. Up 15 or so at the half. We'll keep you updated there. Both Hudson Catholic teams playing tonight. The girls are over at Gill St. Bernard's, and there's a touchdown pass over to Brown again. It's completed, and they beat Elijah Williams for the bucket. And the girls over at Gill St. Bernard's could be having a better day. Down about 30 the last time I was able to get a glimpse of it. And the shot from Omari Moore takes a second off the rim, but it falls in. Lead right back to 5. Here's Brown. Brown's been able to get by Williams all day long. That theme will continue. Here goes Moore. He gets in. Count it. Add a foul on top. Omari Moore. He had 16 the last time these two teams played. And he has come alive over the past couple minutes. Spent quite a bit of time on the bench back in the first half. And they can make it a 4-point game, but he misses that one and almost went out of bounds. There was G, who was the rebounder on that foul shot. So it's still 5 points. Ironmen have the basketball. 2:20 left in the third quarter. That one almost taken away. The 3, not quite. Noriega James overcommitted on the steal there, left a wide open 3. The Ironmen unable to capitalize on it. And now for the first time, they're down 5. They do have the ball. James. Keith McKnight holds it, gives it right back to James. Omari Moore takes a deep one, and it's right off the back. The rebound's anybody's. Keith McKnight finds it. James, wide open 3. He can't get it either. That one tipped out. They'll say it was last touched by Rashad Robinson Jr.
Ironman basketball.
And it's Ironman basketball.
For Don Bosco, number 1, JP Scoring.
We thank you all for tuning in here on the HCST Athletic Show. I'm Caden Drummiller. And we ask you to please subscribe if you haven't already. We provide this and many other games completely free of charge, including some sectional championships this upcoming Saturday. And a foul called there. It's going to be on Rashad Robinson for the hit.
Hawks foul on number 1, Rashad Robinson.
So they'll take him outside. Mitchell takes his place.
Team's first of the second half.
His first foul, they'll still elect to take him out. The team's first foul of the third quarter, so pretty well disciplined. 6 minutes and 40 seconds or so in. And here's Lewis, guarded by James. He's got to do something, almost the 5-second violation. He gets to the rim, gets his own rebound off the rim. And the Ironmen again have a second chance. Here's G. Saad Mitchell on him. Defending well. We tick under a minute here in the third quarter. G makes some space for himself. And it's going to be a foul that this Hudson Catholic student section isn't too happy about. Coach Marinello is about halfway onto the court right now. Not even arguing, just taking a lap for himself. And wide open in the corner. It's Lewis for 3. He can't find it. And it's going to be a foul there headed the other way. That one charged to JP Skorkic. Excuse me, JP Skoric. The 6'8 junior is in for his first time today. It'll be Noriega James to take it down. 37 seconds remain on the clock for the third quarter. 5-point game. It was 8 coming into the half. Noriega James, wide open shot. He got it. 20 seconds now. Ironmen headed quick the other way. It's G all the way to the bucket. And they're going to call a foul on, I believe, Saad Mitchell. Didn't look like the contact was too heavy. Nevertheless, G headed to the line. Excuse me, that foul is called on Keith McKnight. So it will be him taking it. The team's third foul of the quarter, so still no one taking any bonus shots so far in this one. That one is up and in. The game no longer one possession. Up 4 points. And assuming it's not a straight run to the basket after this with 15.1 on the clock, this will be the last possession of the quarter after this one is taken. Jordan G lines it up for his second. He goes 2 for 2. Elijah Williams checks back in. We'll see who he'll take out. It's Noriega James. So 13 seconds left in the third. Hudson Catholic down 5. Any bucket here makes this game one possession. Headed to the fourth. Corner 3. Can't get it. And no last second shot for Don Bosco to finish off third. So we've got a good one on our hands. Both of these teams fighting for their lives here in the NJSIAA state playoff semifinals. Hudson Catholic down 5. And when we come back, we've got the fourth quarter.
At this time, we'd like to recognize Hudson Catholic athletic trainer Jasmine Bujari. will be Don Bosco basketball here to start the fourth quarter. Once again, fans, the winner of tonight's game will wait the other side of the bracket at Bergen Catholic tonight. City Hall versus the Crusaders.
Welcome back to Jersey City. Welcome back to Hudson Catholic High School. It's been a tight one all night long. Some brief instances where the lead was double digits for Don Bosco, but right now we sit at 5. It's Don Bosco's ball to start the fourth quarter, and everything is at stake for these two teams. State playoffs, as always, a winner go home affair. Lachlan tries to start it off with a 3. That one's going to stay Hudson Catholic basketball, stay Ironman basketball. Marinello's not too happy about it. Nobody in this crowd seems to be too happy about it. But the ball with the white jerseys. That one almost right away. Omari Moore blocked it. They're going to call him for a foul, and he can't believe it. Marinello not usually one to talk with the referees. Sticking to that. Even in a matchup like this. So still a 5-point game. Camacho at the line here can make it 7. And it's straight through on shot number 1. Second can't go. Keith McKnight is there to pick it up. So Camacho, the junior, goes 1 for 2 at the line. That'll keep it a 2-possession game. 6 points separate these two teams. Rashad Robinson in this game. Omari and Keith both on the floor. Saad Mitchell and Elijah Colon finish off the 5. Colon had an amazing first half. Here's Moore. Gives it off. Keith McKnight almost slams that one in and said he'll be a little bit more delicate with it. 2 points nonetheless. And here's where the defense has to step up. The student section on their feet as they have been all game. Louder than they have been all game. And Don Bosco is going to take a timeout.
Don Bosco.
So this game a little closer than it was last time. We talked about it, a 10-point deficit the first time these two teams matched up. It was one that Hudson Catholic couldn't hang on to.
Over there, keeping it live. Nice work, boys.
Hawks student section gets a shout out. They're pretty happy about it. So again, to go over exactly what this game means. We are in the state semifinals, which doesn't necessarily mean win this one, the next, and you are state champions. It would make them North state champions. After that, next weekend, the winner of Monday's game will head to Rutgers, and that is the true state championship. And they will play the other side, the south side of the non-public bracket. And here we go. It'll be Jordan G to inbound. Saad Mitchell guarding him. They'll get it into Brown. Camacho thought about the 3. Instead, he'll dish it out. Another 3 goes up. Saad Mitchell is there to get the rebound. A little bit of trouble with it from Lachlan, who got a hand on it. But they recover just fine. Here's Saad Mitchell. 4-point game. Ball in the corner. Saad Mitchell, Noriega James has it. Way beyond the 3-point marker. He'll give it off to Elijah Colon. Right back, Noriega James. Omari Moore takes a 3. 1-point game. At it. A foul to boot. And if he makes this, we are even at 40. The Hudson Catholic student section explodes. A couple of them made their way onto the court. And the last thing you want to do is draw a technical foul from your student section. Obviously, the refs in a game like this will hold off on that, if at all possible. And here's the shot that could tie it. It would be a 4-point play. Omari Moore drilled it from almost out of bounds. He can't get the foul shot, but still a 1-point game, closer than we've been all half. Closer than we've been since the first quarter. And here's Brown. Brown loses it. James made a pass, made a dive to try to get to it, but he's going to get charged for a foul. So again, 40-39 is your score. 5 minutes and 58 seconds now left in the fourth quarter. Lewis has it, and they're going to call an off-the-ball foul here. Looks like it's on Keith McKnight. Yes, it is. No, Elijah Colon. So another one off the ball, for Hudson Catholic. That's their third of the quarter, and they've got to get careful now because once they get to 5, anything there and beyond sends Don Bosco straight to the free throw line, no matter where it is. That one's taken away. Here's Rashad Robinson, pass off into the corner, and the whistle blew. I cannot at all see the ref. They're going to call it a travel. And Nick Marinello having a chat with one of the refs after. Here's Camacho, guarded by McKnight. Lewis. Omari Moore takes a swat at the ball, can't find it. Lachlan. Lachlan is going to draw the foul. He can't get the shot. And Hudson Catholic starting to get fed up with all these foul calls. That's their 4th on the quarter. So it'll be Lachlan to take 2. He is 3 for 4 on the day. And no matter what he does at the line here, this game will stay 1 possession. If he makes both, your score will be 42-39. The Ironmen in the lead. Again, Hudson Catholic only won at 1 point in this game, and that was when the score was 3-2. Down goes the first. Brady Lachlan. The 6'5" senior forward makes them both. And here's Noriega James. He passes it off, and a timeout called there from Coach Marinello. Hudson Catholic elects for a break. We will take one as well. Your score 42-39. We've got 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in this New Jersey semifinal matchup. And after this timeout, we've got the rest of it right here on HCST Athletics. We're back. Hudson Catholic breaks out of their timeout, and as has been common throughout this one, the Ironmen take a bit longer in their huddle. Hudson Catholic basketball, they are down 3 with 5:10 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And everything left to play for here in the fourth quarter. Making its way to the rim. It'll be a foul. And Hudson Catholic gets 2 shots at the line. So can bring it right back to 1 here. This half much more so leaning Hudson Catholic compared to the first. The Hawks offense only able to put up 17 points in the first 2 quarters. Already with 22 to start the second half. Omari Moore can't find his first. He's got one more. He'll take a little bit of a walk before he takes his second. Omari Moore lines it up, and he goes 0 for 2. That one headed out. It stays in bounds. It's going to stay Hudson Catholic basketball. So the second one not going for Omari Moore works out for him a little bit, but he is 0 for his last 3 when it comes to foul shots. Had that and one opportunity on the 3-pointer. Missed that one, and then those 2. Here he goes. He won't miss that one. Makes up for it there, and we're right back to a 1-point game. Here's Brown. Lachlan. Lachlan looking for a pass out. Camacho is who he finds. Lewis with it. Guarded by Moore. Lewis trying to make his way to the rim. He puts up the floater. No good, but they call another foul. And 5 fouls, so again, anything on the floor or shooting will send the Iron Men to the line. And 2 shots now for Lewis. A little bit of a high arc on the first there, but goes through nonetheless. Reynolds checks back in. Camacho takes a seat on the bench. They both fall right through for Lewis. So 4 minutes and 15 seconds now in this contest. Hudson Catholic still down 3. Omari Moore falls down. That one's taken away. Brown headed quick the other way. He'll slow it down. Thought about the really long 3. Doesn't take it, Lewis. And now it's Brown with the ball. Noriega James has been his matchup most of the night. And they'll call the violation there. Hudson Catholic basketball. Second 5-second violation from the Iron Men so far. Hudson Catholic yet to do one so far. Omari Moore straight to the rim, can't finish the layup. And there's been a couple of those so far, not just from him. Can't get it there. Great job from McKnight securing that rebound. Moore puts up the 3. It's good. We are tied in Jersey City. Marinello whistles for the timeout right away. It'll stay a 30-second timeout. But for the first time since the first quarter of this game is tied. And Nick Marinello court is loud.
Once again, give it up to the boys in the Hawks Nest. You can find them at Bleacher Report, HCHS. Bosco, sorry, not Bleacher Report. Bosco. Stay in it, boys. Stay in it, boys.
So it's a 30-second timeout. Again, Hudson Catholic comes out of it quick. Don Bosco still taking their time. It'll be Don Bosco's ball when we come back. But that will seem like little consolation to them. They had an 8-point lead. They had an 11-point lead at one point in the third quarter. It was 8 points coming out of the half, and They seemed to be rolling well after the halftime break, but that only lasted about a minute and a half before Hudson Catholic came storming back. And with their season on the line, they made up every single one of those 11 points. And if they can defend here, they can give themselves a shot at the lead in the next possession. Reynolds puts that one up. Patient from him, and he'll get the bucket. Don Bosco leads it by 2. That one almost fumbled away. A high pass from Noriega James. Keith McKnight just able to get a hand on it. Another 3 goes up. That one from Rashad Robinson, and he can't get it. Would have put Hudson Catholic into the lead. 2 minutes and 55 seconds in this one. Here's Reynolds. Brown. Again, it's James on him. Here's Lewis, guarded by Omari Moore. Both D1 commits for Hudson Catholic on the floor. Wanted a charge there, won't get it. The turnaround for Lachlan is way short. Here's Noriega James, under 2.5 left. Still a 1-possession game. Keith McKnight dishes it out. Another corner 3. And that time it bounces off the front of the rim. That one taken by Elijah Colon, the sophomore. And 2 Hudson Catholic players collide, and Colon is down. Whistle will blow. We'll stop play for a second. Colon able to get up on his own. And he seems to be rather okay. We'll see if they decide to keep him in the game or not. It's going to be Elijah Williams instead.
Back into the game for the Hawks, number 2.
So no longer within 1 possession. Hawks are down 4. Elijah Williams off to Keith McKnight. Noriega James in the corner. Here goes Noriega James. All the way to the rim. Puts that one up, and it spins its way in. 2-point game with 1 minute and 37 remaining on the clock. Can Hudson Catholic's defense stand tall? Lachlan guarded by McKnight. The 2 probably tallest players on the floor. In goes Brown, dishes it out, Lewis. G has it now. Minute 12. Again, no shot clock in New Jersey high school basketball. Here's Brown. Brown loses it. Omari Moore picks it up. Omari Moore trying to make his way to the rim. He'll get fouled. And Omari Moore is hurt.
The Don Bosco foul, number 4, Brady Lachlan, his second.
And what a loss this would be for Hudson Catholic.
Hudson Catholic is down.
Omari Moore down again. We hope he's okay. Up off the floor, but I don't know if he's going to be able to stay in this one. Walking around, one of the best shooters in Hudson County. And wanted a flagrant on that one. The refs might take a second to talk this over and see if they want to upgrade it.
Excuse me, that was Don Bosco's 3rd team foul.
Looked like that discussion was instead about how many fouls Don Bosco had. And that was their 3rd. So not quite in the bonus. Omari Moore stays in the game. Inbound is quick to Rashad Robinson. He's blocked. He's fouled. So it's Rashad Robinson who's going to go to the line with a chance to tie this game. The season's hopes of the entire roster riding quite heavy on these two foul shots right here. The first one from Rashad Robinson Jr. is up, and it is good.
Back into the game for Hudson Catholic, number 10, Elijah Colon.
And here comes the second. Rashad Robinson to tie it. To tie it at 48. He does it. No pressure for Rashad Robinson. And we are under a minute left in this one, and we are level at 48. 46 seconds left. And Hudson Catholic has never wanted to stop more than they do right now. Don Bosco whistles for a timeout. 37.6 left on the clock. And fighting for a spot in the finals. Don't have any updates yet from the Seton Hall and Bergen Catholic game. If we hear anything before we wrap up tonight, we will be sure to let you all know. Again, we thank you all for tuning in here on the HCST Athletics Show. Big shout out to Hudson Catholic, who's let us stream here all season long. Athletic director and head coach for basketball, Nick Marinello, has been nothing but great to us. And this will be our last game from here on the season. All of them here on out at neutral sites. So win or lose, this next one won't be here. Franklin High School, the location of the finals. Hudson Catholic breaks out of their timeout. Rashad Robinson raises his arms, gives the Hudson Catholic student section something to cheer about. Camache checks back in. And the five for Hudson Catholic are as follows: Elijah Colon, Elijah Williams, Noriega James, and Keith McKnight. Amari Moore sitting as of right now. Not known for his defensive skills, if I had to take any guess as to why. And that's what they need right now. Jordan G has the ball. 20 seconds left. And it's looking more and more like this may be the last possession. Hudson Catholic's hopes ride on their defense. And Don Bosco whistles for yet another timeout. So a possession that started with about 55 seconds left on the clock is still going with 12 seconds left on the clock. We are tied at 48 points. These teams faced off once before. It was a 10-point victory for Bergen Catholic. That won't happen this time. St. Peter's still winning over in Jersey City. We will get an exact score for you there. Posting updates of that one on our Instagram story as well over at HCST Athletics. But they are winning big over at the barn. So our teams right now that are through to their finals in Hudson County are Hoboken, the Bayonne girls, what is very likely to be the prep basketball squad. And if Hudson Catholic wins here, they will round it out. But at the very least, to make that happen, they need to stop right now. Elijah Colon will be the defender on the inbound. Lachlan is the one to send it in. He gives it to Brown in the backcourt. 9 seconds. It's still Brown. Brown with 4. Dishes it out. Will they be able to get the shot up? They say it gets off in time. It's an air ball. 5 more minutes. They can't settle it through 32, and we are headed to overtime. The defense stands tall. And we've got free basketball in Jersey City. Our audio is going to cut out for a second. We are switching camera batteries. Don't worry, the stream has not gone anywhere. We apologize if you can't see our video feed as of right now. Noriega James can't find his first. Lewis checks back into this one. So here goes Noriega James for his second. James got his second. And here we go. Brown is the one to take it across half court. He almost loses it. Able to stay with it. Lewis has it guarded by Elijah Williams. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in this one. The Hawks are up 1. Jordan G all the way in. He's going to get fouled.
No fouls, Red. What are you doing?
And Hudson Catholic, at least the players on the court, still pretty frustrated with the refs. The state now Catholic, according to the last poll published by NJSIAA Athletics, depending on what source you go at, but yes, 49. Second, so it's a point lead for the Don Bosco Iron Clock basketball. James for 3. He's heavy. Can McKnight pick it up? Yes, he can. McKnight can't get his. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again. And it's going to be a foul on Keith McKnight. And Nick Marinello finally having a word with the referees.
Hudson Catholic foul on number 21, Keith McKnight, his fourth.
So they're going to charge Keith McKnight with a foul. And again, everybody in the bonus. So heading to the line is Carson Reynolds. Carson Reynolds can't get his first. The 6'1 junior, best he can do now is 1 for 2.
Make some noise.
Carson Reynolds on his second. Got it.
Back into the game for the Hawks.
Elijah Colon comes back in. Noriega James is the one that he subbed for. Here's Elijah Williams. Elijah Williams gets some space for himself. He's got it for 2 points, and this game is tied. So we were tied after 4 quarters. We're tied through the first minute and 20 seconds of overtime. Still 2:40 on the clock. 51-51 the score. Student section chanting for Yi Lu to get back in this game. He's been out for a minute. But again, a lot of timeouts in these last couple minutes of the game. And we are final over at the other Hudson County game happening in Jersey City tonight. The St. Peter's Prep Marauders. So down over at Leonard High School. Who they will play is to be determined. Both teams break out of their timeout huddle. All of you that are watching here on the HCST Athletic Show, I'm Caden Jarmiller. I've been your voice through tonight. Chris DePiro behind the camera. And that one in. Reynolds took way long with that one. He got blocked, got his own rebound, and was short on the putback. So anything productive offensively for Hudson Catholic, and they have the lead. Up goes the three from Omari Moore. It spins out. They fight for the board. Can they get it? It's all over the place, and after all that, it ends up in the hands of Lewis for Don Bosco. 2 minutes left. Elijah Williams guarding him. He passes it off to Lachlan. Lachlan gets blocked by Elijah. What a pull from the sophomore. Doesn't commit the foul either. And it's a push there from Brown. So Elijah Williams is headed to the foul line. The foul shooting tonight for Hudson Catholic has not been stellar. But just one here puts them in the lead. And the first is short. And the poor form from the line continues. Elijah Williams, though, has one more.
Back into the game for the Hawks, Noriega James.
Still a tie game. Noriega James checks in. Out goes Omari Moore. And 0 for 2 from Elijah Williams, one that he's going to have to shake off. Brown into Reynolds. Reynolds to Lachlan. The superstar that had 24 the first time these two teams played. Brown with it. His layup. Can't get it. He will head to the line. Don Bosco foul shooting hasn't been great. It's certainly been better than what Hudson Catholic was able to produce. Again, same scenario here, just one, and Don Bosco reclaims the lead. The first one off the bat. Here's Brown again. 1 for 2. Don Bosco in the lead. Here's McKnight. Moore's back in. He'll get the ball. Moore takes a three off the back of the rim. And we're under a minute now in this one. Don Bosco may very well take as much time off the clock as they can. And Don Bosco whistles for the timeout. So they will have to get pressure in from the black jerseys on that one. And they force the timeout call. 51 seconds. 51.1 to be exact. Don Bosco has the ball. They are up 1 point. And it truly is do or die now. You wonder when they might choose a foul, given that Don Bosco is running clock off when they need to. Because there's nothing forcing a shot from them right now. No shot clock. The only thing they can do pressure. Which, imagine they will. Hudson Catholic to do whatever they can to force either a shot or a turnover. One jump ball closer to doing just that. Again, inbound to the backcourt. It's Reynolds this time. Guarded tough by Keith McKnight. And still pressure everywhere. Lachlan with it. Clock still ticking down. We're at 21 seconds now. And there goes the foul.
Let's go, Garson! Foul, number 21, Keith McKnight, his fifth.
And this is big here. These are pressure shots for Reynolds. If he makes both, Hudson Catholic with no choice but to pull from three. And if you have to think about that, it's hard to imagine Omari Moore not being the one taking the shot. But if that doesn't happen, if either none or one of these shots foul, then all they need is a bucket of any sort. So now walks Reynolds to the line. He knows the stakes. So does everybody else in this room. Reynolds first. The student section roars. It's right through.
Number 13, Carson Reynolds.
And now here's the big one. Reynolds on his second. He goes 2 for 2. So now it has to be a 3 or a really quick 2-point for Hudson Catholic. Marinello blows for the timeout right away.
Hudson Catholic.
So again, it's still a 1-possession game. .5 seconds on the clock. Oh, look, Manny showed up. Cover there. Your NJSIAA Athletic show. No space for him here in the stands, so they're going to make him stand at the door. But he's there. He just took a picture. I assume he's going to go post to the NJSIAA Athletics Instagram page, which you should all go follow. And a lot of timeouts, a really drawn-out game at this point. Tip-off over an hour and 45 minutes ago. Don't see that too often in high school basketball. Not the game Hudson Catholic played a double overtime game against St. Peter's Prep a little earlier in the season.
Let's go, Bosco!
Here's Hudson Catholic with one last chance. The inbound to Rashad Robinson. And it's taken away. Brown could finish it here. He puts that one away. Hudson Catholic's going to have to hurry. It's a 3 from Cologne. Doesn't hit it. And that is going to do it. That is how Hudson Catholic season comes to a close in the Don Bosco Ironmen, headed to the championship of the non-public North Group A. It's a tough one for the Hawks, especially for the seniors on this roster. Senior Omari Moore, Keith McKnight, and Tyrone Fair all just completed their last career high school basketball game. We congratulate them on here at Hudson Catholic. And that is going to do it for us today on the HCST Athletic Show. 56-51 is your final from Jersey City. We say goodnight, and we will see you all for the championship round.